Our next speaker is an extremely energetic person, bubbling with enthusiasm. She is an avid reader, content writer for many websites, and a cat lover. In fact, most of her and Tina Auntie's spare time is spent tagging each other on cat and dogs videos. And also planning on the next trip to a book exhibition. She is a member of Pune Tantra, an organization that promotes the art of storytelling, writing, musicals, and plays. Though she spends almost 12 hours in her CA classes, she always has time. She always has time to help those who want to be successful leaders. Being one of the foundational members of the DT family, she will tell you why your circle of 5 will determine who you become. Please join me in welcoming Piyushi Sharma.
Have heard your mother saying this, or have said so yourself as a mother. तेरे दोस्त कुएं में कूदेंगे तो तू भी कूदेगा क्या? Throughout childhood and adolescence, most of us have heard the phrase, "You are defined by the company you keep," multiple times. But what's the science and logic behind it? As we grow up and move forward in our personal and professional lives, we focus on studying, working, building relationships, and networking. But how often do we stop to think this? Are we building relationships with the right people? A number of studies have proven that psychologically, you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. According to Robin Dunbar, a famous psychologist, he came up with this theory in the early 1990s. The idea that humans can have only 150 friends due to limitations of brain size, attention span, and the amount of time required to nurture close friendships. He said within these 150, there are layers of friends of an ego, where the number of friends increases as the emotional closeness decreases. With these 5 people, these are your circle of 5. These are the people that you spend the most time with. Here's what happens when you spend so much time with these 5 people. Your ideologies, likes, dislikes, everything starts matching according to theirs. You start behaving like them, you start thinking like them. You respect them and value them, so you tend to seek advice from them and eventually execute your decisions and actions based on their advice. Humans are also known to pick up certain language traits from the people that they spend the most time with. Over here, almost all of us are currently in or have previously been in at least one or more toxic relationships. Toxic relationships in your personal and professional life, not necessarily romantic, can cause a lot of negative impact on your mental health. Toxic relationships in your personal life could cause abusive traits in you, could cause submissive traits in you. This usually happens due to traumatic experiences during childhood, according to a survey by Psychology Today. Another survey by the American Psychological Association states that workplace friendships can help increase job commitment, productivity, and job satisfaction. However, if at work you spend time with people who procrastinate, who complain all the time, who hate their job, by the end of the month, I can guarantee you that you will also start developing the same traits as them, because this has personally happened to me. Along with this, you will also tend to develop a very negative outlook towards your work. I personally had a very toxic friend circle until a few years ago. That's when I ran into the dynamic training family. I met Tina Auntie. I joined the leadership classes. I took public speaking classes and eventually started organizing DT Month. When this happened, everything in my life changed. When the 5 people I spent the most time with, when those 5 friends changed, my whole life flipped upside down. When I first had toxic friends, I could feel myself slipping off the tracks and sinking into this desert of horrible fights and drama. But after joining the dynamic training family, everything has changed. The 5 people that you spend the most time with will affect every aspect of your life. Your thoughts, your decisions, your actions, success, habits, your entire personality. The person sitting right next to you right now could be changing your entire life without either of you realizing it. This is what happens with your circle of 5. Our thoughts are constantly affected by the people around us. A thought leads to a decision to an action to a habit to your entire personality. Let's be the ones to break the bad habits, to break the bad friendships that pull us down. Let's break these shackles of toxicity and rise above. Let's do better than yesterday, because if we don't do this for ourselves, who will? Thank you.